Hey everybody, Ed here at Grizzly Taco, or should I say today it's Chef Ed. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make some real easy chicken enchiladas. Now these aren't going to be homemade from scratch, sauce anyway. I just got home, it's almost 6 o'clock, I've been at work since 5:30 this morning, so I don't have time to whip up some homemade enchilada sauce. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do this using a really good brand that tastes really good, and it's just going to be 4 simple ingredients. Actually, I'm going to add a 5th one, but I'll explain that here as we go along, okay? So some of the ingredients are this here, Los Palmas enchilada sauce, green enchilada sauce. This stuff is really good. A friend of mine's mom is from Mexico. She lived next door with her son and his mom, or his wife, I'm sorry, and once in a while she'd make us food and bring it outside to us, and one day she made me some cheese enchiladas, and I'm like, damn, this sauce is so good. I asked Mickey, I says, man, can you ask your mom if she'll give me the recipe? So she didn't speak English, so he talked to her in Spanish, and then she goes to the cupboard and pulls out a can of this, but it was the red sauce. I'm thinking, man, are you kidding me? She goes, this is the closest thing to homemade. So I've been using it ever since. Quick and easy, and it does taste good. Use the green sauce for chicken, and if you want to make cheese or beef enchiladas, you would use the red sauce, okay? The other thing is good corn tortillas. So I've got those. I've got 1 rotisserie chicken. It's almost 2 pounds worth of chicken in here. I've got 1 pound of cheese mix. It's a Kobe Monterey Jack cheese blend. You can use whatever cheese you like. You can shred it fresh if you want. I choose to use this. Plus I have this little bit left in this package, okay? So I may not need it all, but I'm going to make enough enchiladas for this 13 by 9 pan, and also to fill this one. Now this one I'm going to heat up for me and my daughters for dinner tonight. The bigger of the two is I'm having a potluck at work tomorrow, and I'm going to make chicken enchiladas, so I'm going to do it in this. I'm just going to get this one ready, cover it, leave it in the fridge, and my wife will bake it tomorrow for 45 minutes at 350 degrees, and then she's going to drop it off at work for me because I cannot leave work. So I'll show you how to put this together in just a second. Okay. So I'm back, so let's get putting these things together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray these with a little pan coating. Okay. Just on the bottom. Okay. Next thing I do is I'm going to take my sauce here, and I'm not going to take the lid completely off. I just kind of put a little pour spout in there, and then one on the other side so it prevents. I'm going to do this to both cans. Now, I'm using, let's see, what is this, 28-ounce can. It depends on how much you're going to make. I'm making these 2 pans. Plus, I like mine a little wet. I hate it when the enchiladas are dry. And I'm not going to roll these like, your typical enchiladas because my grandmother and them are from Mexico, and she said they don't roll their enchiladas there. They actually layer them kind of like a lasagna. She said, basically, rolled enchiladas are for the tourists, she used to tell me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this green sauce and just lay it on the bottom like this, and then this one. Okay. Don't be afraid to use it. Now I've actually got another small can if I run low on this, and then I'm going to take my tortillas here. Okay. And I'm just going to layer them. Now some people like to soften their tortillas up and put them into oil, but that just adds extra fat and grease, which I really don't want. So I don't do that. Plus, there's going to be enough sauce in here that that's going to take care of it all for me, so I don't need to do that stuff. So I'm going to put a little more sauce on top. Okay. I may have to open this up. Sometimes there's little chunks in there. Tomato can make it hard to get out. Alright. Suppose I should put it in the other one too, huh? And these are so good, so easy to make. They don't usually take a whole lot of time. I can usually whip up a pan in about 5 minutes, but because I'm doing the video, it's going to take me a little longer here. So I'm going to put down 4 tortillas. Actually, I could break them in half and put them down, but I like the tortillas, so. And get them wet. chicken because, you know, the meat's already nice and tender. You don't have to boil it or anything to get it soft. It's all done. And a rotisserie chicken, we got this one at Sam's Club. It was only just under $5, so you really can't beat that. So now, just take a bunch of cheese. Something over here. And I like to put a good amount of cheese in here, so I may just use both these bags up. Okay. So there's one bag on. Alright, and I had some onions. My wife got us some hot dogs yesterday from Sam's Club, and she got 3 little cups of onions, and we didn't use them, so I'm going to put those in here. You can, if you have like diced green chilies, or if you want to put some jalapenos in here, whether they're fresh sliced, or if you want to use the ones in a can or jar, that'll work too. You just mince them up and throw them in, and give it some more flavor. Sometimes I'll put in diced green chilies, and those are awesome. And you can find those there in small cans. Cinderella. Got my dog trying to get under my feet. She's a 100-pound German Shepherd, so that's not going to really work right now. So put that down, and we're going to put another layer on here. So I think I'm going to open these up because this is actually being a pain. So give me 1 second while I open these up. Like I said, I like a lot of sauce in mine, so if I use it all up, I don't care. Good stuff. It's got a nice flavor. It's not spicy. So, alright, let me open this one up. So, perfect. We're going to add a little more chicken. Some of these are little big pieces, so break them up. This layer probably won't be as heavy on chicken because I want to make sure I get it in both of them. That's alright because I got a lot of cheese. Nothing wrong with a lot of cheese, especially because the first layer has a lot of chicken in it. So, break those up a little. And yes, I did wash my hands before I started. Alright, so we got that there. Let's get this. So now, and then we're going to top it off with one last layer of the corn tortillas. Now I'll tell you what, this comes out so good. This is awesome for a party. Invite your friends. You don't even have to tell them that you didn't make the sauce homemade. If you don't tell them, they won't know. They're going to think you're a genius. So now I'm going to really pour the sauce on. Okay. They're nice and wet. And I like a lot of cheese. And all together, to make these two pans with the sauce, all this cheese, the chicken, everything here. It cost me under 15 bucks. So, I mean, you could feed easily, I mean, depending if they're big eaters. There you go. And this must weigh all of 10 pounds. Okay? So all of this would probably feed a good 10 to 12 people. Costs about 15 bucks to make everything, all the ingredients I have here. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to get this one in the oven. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrapping foil. Put it in the oven for 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. This one tomorrow, because it's going to be cold, when my wife puts it in, it's going to go in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour, and because that's cold. This one's not going to be as cold because this stuff isn't as cold as it would be if it was in the refrigerator. So hang out and come back in a little bit, and I'll have this ready to go. Well, here's the finished product. I just pulled them out of the oven, and it's all nice and bubbly good. Looks delicious. So I'm going to let it set up for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'm going to plate some up, and I'll let you guys know how they taste. Ooh, can't wait to sink my teeth into that good stuff. So here's what the finished product looks like, and looks pretty darn good to me. So I put a little dollop of daisy on there, sour cream. So let's see how these things are. Put a little of this on there. Oh my God. I wish you guys could try this. Tastes so good, nice and hot inside. Everything's all melted together. A little sour cream on there. So you guys got to try this one. So easy, tasty. You're gonna love it. So, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Try this easy enchilada recipe. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. It's so good and it's so easy to make, and I think your friends and family will love it. Take care now. Bye-bye.